Hello, everyone. I am sorry I'm a few minutes late here today. Can you hear me okay? I hope it's working. Let me know if there's any problems. I I'm still quite jet lagged, so I really hope that you guys might need to help me with finding the right words for things and all the stuff today. Can you hear me okay? So if you can let me know if I can be heard, that would be great. How's everyone been? So excited to be back live with you again. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to have a little look. Hey there, Jen. Yes, you can hear me. Fantastic, Chris. Thank you so much. That's what I wanted to hear. Okay, because my sound wasn't right when I went to go live earlier, and I thought I've got to get that fixed before I go live, and I think I fixed it. That's good. So I'm coming to you. I've just literally got home this morning, and half an hour ago I realized I was going to need a shower. So I'm here. There's no makeup. It's all just me straight out of the shower. And but I tell you what, I feel so much better. You know, when you've been, for those of you who travel, when you get back from a trip, sorry, Cookie's very noisy because he hasn't seen me in a couple of weeks, and he's very excited. So you'll just have to bear with me. Cookie, shh, calm down. It's okay. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to quickly go back through the comments and see if I've missed anything. Well, I am a little bit tired, Margaret. So yes. But I was determined to do today for a couple of reasons. First of all, I have the pre-recorded videos. So there were 7 of them. That's not even counting the video hop, that one as well on top of that. So if you count that one, it was 8 that I pre-recorded before I went away. And then craft along, if you count that one, that was 9. So it was a lot of pre-recording. And so it's nice to be back live. So I've got a couple of things I wanted to show you today. Let's see. Any comments? Anyone's got any questions? I know, right? It doesn't seem that long ago it was pictures of Norway. I know. Well, that was not quite a year ago because it was the end of May last year, and this trip was a month earlier than last year. Next year is somewhere in between the two. Next year's is mid-May. So around this time of the year is when they do these things. They have done them at different times of the year over the years. We had some that were July and some that were August. We had the Fiji in 2011. That was October. So it's moved around, but it has been April, May for a few years now. Oh, that's all right. I'm glad you enjoyed them, Katrina. Well, I hope you enjoyed them. All right. So I tried to, and it's really weird pre-recording over a catalogue transition because I realized that I was going to have to show retiring stuff up to a certain date, and then I was able to show new stuff, and I was even allowed to show you inside the catalogue. But technically, I'm not allowed to show inside the catalogue until the 1st of May. But because the videos weren't going to be seen until after the 1st of May, I could record them early. Yeah, it was very confusing. So if there's a couple of things that seem out of whack time-wise, that is why. Time has gone too quick. I know. I tell you what, I did not want to leave that beautiful resort. Let me just get my cables out of the way here. And actually, that's partly what I was doing. Why I was a little bit late too. I was digging around in suitcases looking for the right cables to hook up to go live. So yeah, it's all we're good now. It's all good. All right. So today, because I don't have a lot prepared, but I still wanted to go live with you, I have decided to go through my swaps that I received on the trip, and I thought, well, look at them together. I've been through them once, but haven't had a really good look, so we can have a good look together. Oh, it's spasmodic. I hope it's not your internet. I hope it's not mine either. I don't know why that would be. So I hope it comes on better. You can always watch the replay, but it is nice to be live, right? Okay, so hello everyone. I'm sorry I'm not going through everyone's names individually at the moment. I don't want to miss anybody. But I thought I'd go through my swaps. And like I said, this is how they come. They come in a plastic Ziploc bag. And I'm going to go through them with you. And we'll look and see. Now, I know most of them, there was 2 that didn't have names. and then one I found out since who it was. So I'm going to switch over to the other camera, take them all out of this bag, drop that on the floor, and then let's see what we have. We have some beautiful cards in here. And I think, well, Susan gave me her swap card, even though we didn't get each other's, we gave each other one. So I'm hoping that hers is in here as well. But if it isn't, I'll show you that one another time. Did I swim with the dolphins? No. The underwater? No, I didn't do that. Any of those things, Marilyn. Well, I did do a tiny, weeny bit of zip lining. There was one called the hammock splash. And that one you got to sit in a hammock out and you were attached to a zip line and it zipped you down a long zip line and then into the water. So that was kind of fun. I did do that one. And I was hoping to maybe have a go at the other zip lines, but there were so many things that you literally, in 5 days that we were there, you just couldn't do everything. So we enjoyed the things we did, but we also tried to have some downtime, you know, and not race around like mad things. As it was, the day on the 1st of May, which was Wednesday last week, we went to Chichen Itza. I can't say it. Chichen Itza, which some of you may know is the Mayan temples, the old Mayan temples from thousands of years ago. And we went to those, which was fantastic, you know, fantastic archaeological touristy information kind of stuff. It was really historically beautiful to see, lots and lots of different structures, and I really enjoyed that. And then, but it was incredibly hot, really hot. In fact, one of our large party actually passed out from the heat. So, you know, like it was seriously hot. And then once we finished there, we went to a cenote, which I'd never been to a cenote before. So for those of you who don't know, cenote is kind of like a big sinkhole built in limestone that goes down deep and there's water at the bottom. And they're beautiful, absolutely beautiful structures, natural structures, absolutely fantastic. So we went to one of those. And then we went and saw tortillas being made and got to sample them and, you know, a whole bunch of really cool things. We went to a really fun Mexican restaurant and, yeah, it was very cool. And then when we got back from that was a full day. Like we had to be up at 6 to be on the bus by just after 7 to do this. And then we didn't get back until like 6 o'clock at night. We got straight onto another bus and went to a thing called Explore Fuego, which is basically a whole bunch of crazy fun things to do at one of the parks. So we knew we were really pushing the envelope. That day was really full. We didn't get back until like midnight that night. The next day we did an all-day park at one of the water parks, which was absolutely fantastic. I did that with Susan and her sister and my husband Paul. And he got to, while we were floating down the river, he was jumping off cliffs into the water and all sorts of stuff. So it was heaps of fun. Got to go down a giant water slide and did a few different things, got wet snorkeling. It was fun. But at the end of that day, we got home at about back to our rooms just after 9 o'clock at night, and I was just so tired. I was in bed and asleep before 10. I mean, it was just nuts. All right, let's switch over to the desk and have a look at these thingies. And it might be a bit crooked. I don't know if, is that clear? Can you see that? All right, so I've just dumped them out here on the desk. So let's just move some stuff out of the way. Goodness me, this desk, I haven't even touched it since before I went away. So like literally, this is how it was. This is how it's been for the last couple of weeks, and I haven't had time to tidy up or anything. So you're just seeing it all the way it is. So let's have a look at some of these swaps. They're all in little clear plastic envelopes. I don't know if you guys realize that we sell these. They're called medium clear plastic envelopes, and they are fantastic. They are exactly the right size to fit a standard card in, whether it be an American letter size card or whether it be a metric A4 card. And the brief with these swaps is you make 25, and you can see most of the girls put in a business card or some information on the back about who made it and maybe even what products they use, that kind of thing. So this is a new, and a lot of the stuff in here is stuff that is new. So you will see things that you might not have seen before. Okay. So this is a new set. So this is the new catalogue, right? This is the one that went live last Wednesday. And it is beautiful. I'm allowed to show you inside now, so that's pretty exciting. But I can't remember the name of this. This is really nice. What is it called? Does anyone remember what it's called? I don't remember. And if I had more time, I would go through and try and find it, but I don't actually remember what it's called. But if someone happens to know, great, be great. These are like sand dollars, super, super cool. And they've used this, Jennifer has used the swirly backgrounds, super nice. And I've got a couple of cards using, in fact, this might be another one, this one here. Another one with that same set. Isn't that lovely? And this is a die, this really fancy kind of corally die here. And there's a bit of stamping and there's a bit of, yeah, it's really nice. So a couple of cards made with that same one. And this one is made by Sue Phillip from Canada, from Victoria. So there you go. I don't know, Sue. There's a lot of people whose swaps I ended up with that I don't know. But this is actually confirmed that I actually want this set. So I'm definitely going to get it. I think it's beautiful. So let me put that back. Oh, I already have misplaced that envelope. I'll have to come back and find it in a minute. Oh, here it is. Hello, Donna from Washington. How are you? Yes, I feel like I have had an adventure, and I don't know if anyone else is like me, but my feet swell whenever I fly. They swell up quite badly, and so my ankles are like balloons at the current time, which is not my favorite thing. But you know, it's the price you pay, right? And I'm prepared to keep traveling. All right, so this one is using the, is it Up in the Sky or something like that? Someone's Seaside Wishes. Thank you, Suzanne. So this is the Seaside Wishes set. I love this card. I actually love both of them, but really, really nice. All right, this one is from Janet Munden, and she's done, isn't that nice with that gorgeous paper? Actually, I'm just looking at this card. It's a fun fold card. So how does this work? It's a bridge fold. That's what it is. All right, so it sits up like this. All right, super nice. Now, I didn't actually call this video Technique Tuesday today because I don't even know whether we're going to actually do a technique or not. So I thought I won't call it Technique Tuesday and then not do one. But I thought I'd show you the swaps, and then maybe if we have time at the end and there's any techniques or anything that grabs your attention that as I'm going through, I will see if I can maybe recreate it. Well, that one doesn't want to go in its little thingy, but I'll put that in there. Or I'll go through later and sort them out. This is with the Unbounded Love Suite. Super nice card. Look, they've used the perennial postage dies and some of that gorgeous, gorgeous paper. Isn't it beautiful? And what I love about this paper is that it's using all, the plane is bigger than you thought. Yeah, that's the die. So I'm not sure about the stamp, whether it's the same size, but the die is pretty, it's nice and big. It's lovely. Is that a good thing when you say it's bigger than you thought? Does that mean that you're happy that it's bigger, or would you prefer that it be a smaller size? So let's pop that in there. But Unbounded Love is, I'm still deciding which suite I want to work with for Craft Along this month. And this is one of the contenders because it uses all the in colors. All the in colors are in this gorgeous paper. So this is a possibility, this one. And this one was done by Heather Brecken from Arizona. Isn't it beautiful? It's a lovely, lovely card. Super nice. All right, this is one of my favorite new suites. It's called Countryside Birdhouse. Now, this is actually early on in the catalogue. Let's just see if we can pull it up. And I'm still working my way out around the catalogue. Here's the Unbounded Beauty suite that's got this beautiful Unbounded Beauty DSP with all the new colours, and you've got all the glitter paper with the new colours, and you've got the gorgeous resin dots, and then there are two stamp sets and matching dies. Now I've got this one, and I've just ordered this one. I've got 2 boxes that arrived while I was away, and I think it's in one of those boxes. Pretty sure I ordered this because I love that there are all these flowers. So if you wanted to do like lots of flowers all at once, you can actually run the die through, and you've got a whole bunch of flowers, 2 different sizes. I think that is such a clever idea. Okay, so one die cuts out multiple images, and that's exactly what you want because it's going to make it really easy if you're a demonstrator looking to run classes and things like that. How easy is that to do a whole bunch of flowers all at the same time? So I love it. I love the suite too. You got the birdhouse suite yesterday, Leslie. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm looking forward to I have played with mine, and some of you may have already watched my Friday night video where I showed how I made my swaps, and my swaps featured that birdhouse suite. So that's this one. It's called Country Woods. And there are 2 stamp sets, 2 die sets that match, so 2 bundles, and then you've got the 2 different sets of paper. This one's called Country Lace. This one's called Country Woods, okay, which is where the suite gets its name. And then there's also these really great basic grey and smoky slate pearls, and this gorgeous embossing folder that's called the Eyelet 3D embossing folder. And then you've also got some matching petal pink and white ribbon that matches the colors that are in this paper. I've got, I think also in one of those boxes is this paper because I wanted to get this, and because it also matches the new color we have called Basic Beige. Has any? Yeah, Mega Sweet. Exactly. These are. Ah, very good, Nicole. Yes, you'll really love it. I love this paper. I've just got my second pack of it. I love the stripes, and that's what this lady here has used. She's used this stripy paper to cut her birdhouse, which is really nice. And then she's used this. So she's used both these papers. This one here, this color with sort of slightly greeny gray kind of a tone, that is the new Basic Beige. So that is this color. Okay, it reminds me a lot of Sahara Sand, to be honest, but the thing is Basic Beige is now a standard, like a staple neutral. It's not an in color, it's actually in the regular range. So oh, you love that color, Holly. That's cool to know. I haven't worked with it yet. Like I said, this is going to be in one of those boxes that has arrived while I was away. Now, who did this one? Chris Waddell. That's who it is. Because she's put her email address there. It's Chris Waddell Stamps. So I'm assuming that that is her name, but I don't know, Chris. But it's a beautiful card, but fairly simple. And sometimes that's just what you want. Now this one is with the Spotlight on Nature set, which I super like. This is one of my favorite new sets. Absolutely love it. It is this one, and some of you have seen me use this already. This is a really, really nice set. So it's got these gorgeous sleeves, which is what she's used here. And she's done, this is Shy Shamrock, one of the new in colors. And she's just put Dear Friend and Thanks down the bottom here. And some of the DSP from that same Shy Shamrock, which is super nice. So the DSP is actually a 6x6 pack that comes in all of the different in colors. So I love that. And this card is by Cindy Bromberg. So super nice. Now, Cindy used to be in Hawaii, but I have a funny feeling she may have moved to the mainland. I'm not sure, really. Okay, let's move along. What else have I got? Now, this one is called, this is from Betsy Kreider, and it's a really, really nice, simple but beautiful card, and she's coloured this gorgeous. The Thoughtful Journey suite has this absolutely beautiful paper. Have you guys seen this beautiful paper in the catalogue? This one, Thoughtful Journey, page 47. And look at all of these beautiful like watercolor wash designs. And that's what she's used here to create this gorgeous background. Just trying to work out which one she's actually used. It might be, is it this one? Hard to tell because they're all beautiful. I absolutely love this paper. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I've still got to decide, and I started to say this before, which suite I want to use for Craft Along this month, because I thought I would do a suite focus. I'm tossing up between a couple. I like the Thoughtful Journey. That's one of the ones I'm interested in. The Unbounded Beauty is another one, and I like the idea of that one. That's all of this stuff because it's using all the new colors. So there are some of the new colors in here as well, but this one uses all of them. And so that one at the moment is the Forerunner. So maybe I'll do a poll on my VIP page. What do you think? You have that one, Suzanne? Oh, yes, indeed. All right, so this is this little gem. Is that from this? Oh, yeah, look, it's these. These are nice. So what are those? Those are the adhesive backed pearl trio, and that's one of them there, I believe. Isn't that nice? Super, super nice. All right, thanks, Betsy, for your beautiful swap. It's gorgeous. All right, what else do we have here? So another birdhouse one. I think the birdhouse is going to be super popular. That's another one that I could maybe do Craft Along with this month. I just haven't decided. So I think I'll do, like I said, a poll on my VIP page to help me make up my mind. And you guys can have a say. If you're not part of my VIP group, I'll put up the address, and it'll be on the screen in just a second. Here it is. This is the group's name on Facebook. Now, I do have to apologise that this particular group is only for Australian residents, only because I am not allowed to sell product to people who are overseas. Certainly I can share ideas and I can share techniques and all that kind of stuff, but I can't actually sell product. I can sell my tutorials. Anyone can buy those, because that's why I do them in both metric and imperial, but I can't sell actual product. So that's why this group is just my VIP group for those who are actually able to be my customers. So they're in Australia. So this is really beautiful. Every card I have seen made with this birdhouse set, I have loved, absolutely loved, and I think it's gorgeous. Don't you like it? Does anyone have a favorite? Like, do you have a favorite suite from the new catalogue? In a payment plan, yeah. Yes, I know. The closest they have, to the I want it all. I know, we all would love everything, but most of us are on a budget and we just can't do everything at once. But what they do is they have a number, like this number up here for Thoughtful Journey. It's the Suite Collection. This number, 163320, gets you everything on this page. Okay, so, and that means it's saying up here for everything, it's $152.25. That's Australian dollars. Okay. Or if you don't want to get everything, you can go with the prices that are down here and pick and choose the items that you want. So you don't have to have everything. But if you want to save yourself the trouble of having to enter in every single thing, you can just put in one code and that will get you everything. And that's what some people prefer. So a lot of people will just buy like one suite at a time. Now this card was made by Deborah Harrison. Isn't it lovely? I do love it. And I was going to say that's Shy Shamrock, but that's not. That's Summer Splash, which is the slightly more aqua kind of a color. So I don't know if you can see the difference between the two. They're similar, but they're not the same. So this one is more green. The Shy Shamrock is more green, and the Summer Splash has got more aqua, more of a bluey aqua tone to it. And then this one, this is the Pretty in Pink, which is also a new color. This is the Spotlight on Nature set again. Oh, there's a sticker. Oh, and another sticker. There's a Mexico sticker that I got. I love this. I just think that's absolutely beautiful. And these dies, these circles dies that match the Spotlight on Nature set, they are to die for. Love them. They were the first thing I really wanted, and I was lucky because I did a training, special training class with Stampin' Up in Melbourne when we had our on-stage event, and we got to pick one of three different bundles, and this was the one I chose. So I'm really, really happy to have it. But if I hadn't already got it, I absolutely would be buying it because I think it's stunning. You have a craft budget or your pay. Yeah. I know how yes, who needs to eat? Indeed. Just think how slim we'd all be if we just spent all of our money on craft, right? But the problem is we like to snack while we craft, so there's another problem. Thank you, Nairi. Thank you so much. It is nice to get the sweet. I know what you mean. All right, so this is beautiful, and it's got the matching Pretty in Pink glimmer paper and the matching Pretty in Pink ribbon, and yeah, it's just stunning. This one is by Kim Quaid. Isn't that a beautiful card? And then she's used the basic beige, which is definitely different to Sahara Sand, but Sahara Sand is the color it is most like, in my opinion. But it's a little bit more, beige, I guess I would say. All right, now this is another beautiful little card. They've used the Spotlight on Nature circle dies again, and they've used that gorgeous old olive glimmer paper that's part of that 3-color glimmer pack that's an online exclusive. And this is I believe this is the country lace paper again. Let's have a quick look. I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, it's this one here. So that's the country lace 12x12 paper that they've used there. And this is Janet Holmes. Super nice. Isn't that a lovely card? So I'm not even bothering to take a lot of them out of their packaging because it'll take less time, but also we don't really need to remove it unless it's a fun fold card. Now this one I think is a fun fold card. This is by Laurie Bradley from Missouri, and you can see it's got like a flap on the front here. Isn't that nice? And this is the Unbounded Beauty stamp DSP again. The Feel Better Soon is from the matching stamp set. The one that is called, here it is, this one. So I Feel Better Soon. I'm pretty sure it's from here. Where is it? There it is. It's called Unbounded Love. And it is the stamp, one of the stamp sets that matches this beautiful paper. It also comes with all these labels. Super nice. Don't we love that? Thanks, Laurie, for making a beautiful card. I love the little flap idea. The flap design is lots and lots of fun. All right. And this one here. Now, this might be one of the ones that didn't have a name, I think. Yeah. This one is a fun fold card. Can you see that? Like a Z fold. But it's got this piece here on the front. So when you hold it together, it actually makes a full – see how it sort of makes the whole picture go all the way across? Super nice. Like that. And that's with that Thoughtful Journey paper again. This paper is divine. I have 2 packs of it already. Ready for if I want to do a class with it or something like that. Yeah, I understand that because they're very similar, Summer Splash and Shy Shamrock. Oh, that's okay. I know it's a nice card, isn't it, Nairi? It's beautiful. All right, let me move this out of the way again. Oh, I think that's something of mine. All right, so this one's Sending a Big Hug. This one looks like it's got a flap on the front as well. This is Rosemary Gonzalez. And yes, it does have like a flap on the front, so I'm going to open it just so I can show you. And you can see it's got like this flap piece here. I don't know. I think that's meant to be glued down. I don't actually know if that's meant to come out. But anyway, you could certainly write on that. And it's like a little flap piece here that you could pop something in there. It's a nice little place to put a gift tag or a card of some sort. So this is a really nice little one. And they've used the Unbounded Beauty paper. That's really, really popular, that paper. I can see that a lot of people are planning on using it. I've been using it myself, so I don't blame anyone for that. This one is another fun fold by Gina Cadera. And let me open that up. Just wanting to make sure. Oh yes, so it's like one of those step front cards, step fold cards. Super cute, like that. Place inside to write your greeting. You can see how it goes together. There's a lot of work in those kind of cards, and when you've got to make 26 of them, the way it works is you make 25, you give them all to Stampin' Up, but Stampin' Up would like you to put in a 26th one so that they can keep one. So they get to keep one of everybody's, and they get displayed on the boards in our, while we're on our trip. And the idea is we're supposed to be able to take photos of them. Did I get time to take photos of all the swaps? No, I didn't. And I'm a bit cross with myself about that. This is nice. This is using the Ice Cream Swirl. This is not a new set, but it is a really, it is continuing into our new catalogue, so that's good. It's Lauren Obonis from Alberta, Canada. And it's really nice. I like it. I love the Highland Heather glimmer paper. Isn't that beautiful? Ah, the cute mouse. So that's this one back here. Is that the one you mean, Nicole? Because that's a cute mouse with a heart. So, yes, it's very sweet. Now, this one didn't have a name on it, but I saw online somewhere somebody asked who had made this card. I believe it's Belle Harder. And it is just it's a simple card, this one, but I really love the colours. I think it's really beautiful. I think she's done a great job with it. So, and she said it was either the only way for her to actually have time to get the swaps done was to give up the idea of actually including her name and details. But I was very sad that I didn't have her name and details, but I'm glad that I found out who it was. Now, this is another fun fold card from Lena Gerza. And Lena is ON. Is that Ontario? Is that where that is? I have a feeling it is. So that would be Canada. And let's have a little look here. Okay, so this is like a, it's like a front flap card, and she's used the country, what's it called? It's from the Country Woods Suite. And the color here is basic beige, so this is using a new color. Now this is the other stamp set that I don't have. This is the Country Flowers stamp set. I've got the Country Birdhouse, but this one is the Country Flowers. All right, so you can see it's super nice. That's this stamp right here. And then she's got the flower market that she's stamped onto this pot. No. Oh, which one has she used? Yeah, it is this one. It is this one. So then she's put the flower market sign on the front of that. So that's really nice. And then there are matching dies for that, of course. But like I said, I don't have this one yet. So one of the advantages of getting swaps is that you end up with cards that showcase stamps and products that you may not own, because you literally can't own everything. So I think that's a really great way to go. If you get swaps, that means you can show off products or items that you don't actually own, but it's a great way for you to actually show how they work. Hey Jolene, nice to see you. Thank you. That's okay, no such thing as too late. It is the pop of color on the beige background. I know that's and this is that Country Lace DSP in the background there too, and she's also used some of the Country Woods DSP, so she's really thrown a couple of things together there. Really, really nice card. I love it. Now this is beautiful. This is using one of our current sets called Lovely and Sweet, but this one is going into the new catalogue, and this swap card is by Kim Dent. Let's put her little demonstrator card in the back there, and this is like, let me just see how this one works. Oh, okay, so this is like a belly band. Okay, and then when you open it out, it opens up like this. That's a nice design, isn't it? Isn't that lovely? And this paper that's was in our current mini catalogue that just ended is continuing on into this new catalogue. So that's kind of cool that we that one and the lavender perennial lavender stamp set. No, DSP. That one also continued on. So it's actually pretty unusual for paper to continue on into the new catalogue, but we have a couple this time, so that's kind of fun. So there we go. And this is actually the DSP, and she's cut it out with the matching die, because the die actually does cut out some of the DSP. Isn't that nice? All right. Then this one. This is Debbie Franklin. And Debbie's made this. I don't know if I need to undo this. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to work out if it's a fun fold card or not. No, it isn't. But it's really nice. And she's used that lavender paper that I just mentioned. This is the new 3D eyelet embossing folder, which is really nice. So that's Lost Lagoon in the background there, and then some of the lavender DSP. Ugh. If anyone has any questions about anything I'm showing, just please ask. Now, this is actually interesting because she has actually, you might have noticed that our Mexico, this is actually the logo for this Mexico trip that I was just on, and it's basically black. It's kind of Mexican type of colors, your real dark popper color on a black background. So it's black, and you've got the writing in white, and then you've got your purple and your blue and your green, and she has tried to go with that same kind of theme, so a similar theme to the colors that have been used on our logo this year, and I think that's really clever. This is Amanda Waldhart. So this is very, very nice. I'm just opening it up because, and then she's got, it's always nice when you have so it's a black card, so you absolutely, on a card that is a dark color like this, you really need an insert so you've got somewhere to write. So that's what she's done. But I think it's a really clever little card. And then we've got our black matte dots on that, which really stand out on the colours, don't they? All right, let's move these. Oh, we've got some more basic beige coming up. I'm excited to get my basic beige out of the box and start using it. So this one, very, very simple, but I really like it. So it says grateful for you, and she's used that Country Lace paper and the basic beige ribbon, basic beige background, banner, and this is made by Amy Rich. I got to spend a little bit of time with Amy. I hadn't met Amy before, but we met at the airport before we flew down to Cancun. It was actually a lot of fun because I flew with my husband from up near the Canadian border. Sault Ste. Marie is the name of the town where his sister works and lives near. And we flew from that airport to Minneapolis, and from Minneapolis down to Cancun. We didn't choose that. Oh, sorry guys, my brain is not working very well to come up with things, but we didn't choose that path. What ended up happening was that they just happened to fly through Minneapolis. And for those of you who know, that's where my dear friend Susan actually lives. So it was really funny that their flight was an hour later than ours. But I knew that when we got to the airport there that I should keep an eye out for her because there was a good chance I might see her. And as soon as we got on the ground, we were texting each other, where are you? So she came and found us at our gate, and that was heaps of fun. And she introduced me to Amy, who made this card. So it was really nice to get a card from her. And it's a simple little card, but really effective. I really like it. I like basic beige too. It's just, does everyone make swaps? No, it's not mandatory, Chris. It's an optional thing, and there are 2 swaps. And I used to every year do both swaps, but I've realised that you just can't do everything. And I've elected the last couple of times I've done the card swaps, but not the 3D swaps, because the 3D swaps tend to be very labor intensive. And a couple of years I was really struggling to get everything done before I went away. And this year I was struggling too, and it would have been even worse if I had to do 3D swaps as well. So I just elected to do the card swap. But some people don't do either. Some people do one or the other. And then there's some crazy people who do both. But the nice thing about the 3D swaps is you do end up with a lot of fantastic ideas for things that you might be able to use. And 3D is basically anything that's not a card. So, but everyone makes 25 plus 1 for Stampin' Up, so you make 26. I usually make a few extras. This time I made 30. That way I've got a couple of extras. So, I gave one to Susan because she didn't get one of my cards, and I got one of hers too. So there you go. So that's Amy's. This card I think is absolutely gorgeous. Can you see it? Absolutely beautiful. The colors have been added so that the dots are actually a darker color. They've got ink on them. The dots have been inked up. I think it's really, really nice. That's that beautiful dotty embossing folder. I have this one, and here you go. This was the background piece that I used for my my swaps. Okay, that embossing folder is just stunning, and it's giant. Have you seen how big it is? It's a huge, huge, huge embossing folder. The swirly one is as well. If you're looking for stuff like this, go to the index. The index is going to be your friend with this catalog because everything's sort of moved around. So if you're going through embossing folders, it tells you that they are on page 129. So if I turn to page 129 and go looking, here we go. There's all the embossing folders together on one page. All right, so there's our swirly dotty one. What's it called? Dotted Circles 3D embossing folder. That one. And then this one, the swirly, so swirly, this one's called. Those 2 are giant, like double the size of a regular folder. Super nice though, and you can use like any part of them if you want to. Yeah, exactly, Chris. It is nice just to share ideas, and it does mean then you have samples of sets that you don't actually have to own them, but you have samples. So that's fantastic. Yeah, maybe that's true, Nicole. I think I know that I can't do everything. I just can't. I sometimes take on too much, and I'm not very good at saying no. So I'm trying to get better at that. How are the cats since we came home? Well, I think they're happy. We're home. It's hard to tell with cats, right? But I think they're happy. They seem perfectly at ease. I mean, Miller's fast asleep on our bed, but apparently he's been doing that a lot while we've been gone. And then Crumpet was being goofing around in. When I say goofing, you know how cats get that sort of glazed, weird, ears back, kind of wide-eyed look on their faces, and twitch and carry on like they're idiots. Well, that's what he was doing, and I don't know if that means he's happy or if that's just Crumpet being Crumpet. Who knows? But anyway, they seem to be very happy that we're home. They've been very well looked after while we've been gone, mind you. Case the brown dotted background card. Do you mean this one? Is that the one you mean, Nicole? And this background probably looks brown, but it isn't. It's actually Mossy Meadow. And this is the Spotlight on Nature. Spotlight on Nature set. This is gorgeous. And who made this card? Jane Stoll from Madison AL. Now, is that Alabama or is that Alaska? I think it's Alabama because Alaska, I think, is AK. I'm still getting used to all the American state abbreviations. I think this is the one you mean, Nari. This is Mossy Meadow. Isn't it beautiful? It's a really, really lovely card. Yes, I think I will case this one. This is a technique class in its own way. Sketch ideas, design ideas. I know, right? Exactly. Well, I've actually got a really cool idea. I'm going to show you something going forward, not necessarily for technique classes, but in this catalogue, there's a fantastic, let me find it for you. I just need to, it's towards the front because there's some really good basic ideas at the front of this catalogue. This catalogue is full of ideas, okay? And this is one of the reasons that I love it. It really is a catalogue for customers so that they can, you know, explore their ideas. I have two favourite pages in the catalogue. One is this one. This is all the top. If you were getting started and you didn't know where to start, just say you're a new crafter, new playing with papercraft and cards for the first time, and you're thinking, well, where do I start? What do I need? This takes you through everything you need. There is a couple of other things I would probably throw in. Number one is, you know, a decent pair of paper snips or scissors, okay, and it shows those there. The only thing I would throw in on top of what's here is probably a paper trimmer. I would add those in at number one as well, okay. But then we've got our liquid glue, we've got dimensionals, we've got Stampin' Spots, we've got blocks, we've got punches. Give me a second, I think I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that. Then we have the chamois, or some people might prefer the scrub. A stamp set that they suggest starting with a stamp set that features sentiments, which I think is a really great idea. And then, you know, envelopes, note cards and envelopes, or, you know, basic card stock if that was where you want to start. So I think this is a really great page. The number 10 thing on this list is you. When I say you, I mean demonstrators, okay? So this is really great because, as it says there, like Google, only better, your demonstrator is number 10 and in the list of essential things that you will need as a crafting essential, okay? And the reason why is because you can't get someone to sit with you or talk to you or give you ideas or make videos or give you tutorials or any of the things that we demonstrators do. We're part of your essential crafting experience, okay? And that is, I think, really important to note. There's been some people who say, oh, you know, Stampin' Up are focusing on online stuff, they're getting rid of demonstrators. Absolutely not. They are not getting rid of demonstrators, and that's why a demonstrator is considered part of the essential crafting experience, and I think that's really, really good. The other page that I love, I said this is one of my two top pages. The other one that I love is the page with the, where is it? With this fantastic color wheel on it that gives you some fantastic ideas about how to use color theory when you're putting cards together, and how to actually organize colors, how to choose what colors go with what. I think this is such a great tool, and I think this is a really, really great thing. So those two are my favorites, but there is one other thing I really love, and I'm just looking for it here. It's on page 22, and I thought I would do this as in my videos over the next couple of months. I'm going to work through these colors, these sketches down here. I don't know if you can see them. If you have a catalogue, have a look at page 22. There are a whole bunch of little sketches, and I'm actually going to work through these and do these designs, so to show you how to use a sketch and how to come up with great designs using a basic sketch idea. Okay, so that's something I'm planning on doing with you. I think this is a a really, really cool way of showing you how to use sketches to get inspiration. So this is something I do. So this is the other page that I really love. So the page with the essentials, the crafting essentials, the page with the color wheel, and the page here, page 22, that goes through and has lots of different sketches to work with. And that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so so there you go. I think this is a great resource. And yes, it is different to catalogs we've had in the past. And I've had people say, oh, I can't, we don't know how to find things. Use the index. I promise you, we will get used to it really, really quickly. But it has some things that we haven't had before. The color wheel is a great resource. The crafting essentials is a fabulous resource, especially for new people. And these sketches on page 22 are a fantastic resource that we can play around with. I haven't worked out whether I'm going to do them in chronological order, start at the top left and work my way along, or whether I'll just choose them at random. Haven't worked that out. So I'll make that decision, but I'll try and come back on Friday night with a new idea for you. All right, I've only got a couple more cards to go, guys. This one is Karen McNall, I think. And this is just a really simple little card, once again using the Thoughtful Journey paper. How beautiful is that paper? Every card I see made with it is stunning. Absolutely beautiful. And then this one, using the Unbounded Beauty paper again. This is Sharon Scalzi. Super nice. And she has used Summer Splash as her colour here. It's got like a little, this is a fun fold card. So it folds this way. So this would be a full, let me double check. But I'm going to guess that this is a full, oh, it isn't actually. This is actually, I was thinking it was 12 by 12 paper, but it's actually about 11 1/4, this piece here. And so she's got her place to write inside, and then this folds up and folds down to make the card. That's a really nice idea, don't you think? Love this. Might have to play around with that idea. Very inspiring. Photocopy section, cut out each and put in a surprise. Yes, you could do that. That's a great idea, Nicole. All right, and then this one here is, actually, this is the only card that I got using this paper. This is Kimberly Smith, otherwise known as the Papered Chef. And I don't think this is I don't think this is a fun fold. I think it's just fairly basic. Yeah, it is. And she has got just a little bit of an insert there. But this is from the set that has the ducks. And I'm just trying to remember. If you turn to the index, there's, where is it? Designer Series paper. And I think it's called Lily Pond Lane, page 45. I think that's the one. There it is, this one here. So you can see you've got your lily pads here on this one. We've got little fishies here, which is this paper here. And then we've got like little pink background with little, where is that one? That's this paper here. And then she's actually used some of the paper and cut it out with some of the deckled circles. I love this idea. She's used like blending brushes to ink up the edges of this banner. That's a really nice idea. I'm going to borrow that. Thanks so much, Kimberly. It's a really good idea. Definitely going to do it. All right, where is my... Put it back in. I'm trying to remember to put them all back in their packets so that I don't forget later when I go looking for who made things. I guess I could always come back and watch this video though, couldn't I? You're getting used to the catalogue and liking it? Yeah, that's right. That's okay. I know, the duckies, right? So there you go. There's my swaps, guys. What do you think? Do you like all those? And I hope this is a good introduction to the new catalogue. I was thinking about maybe doing a catalogue walkthrough at some point. If you guys would like to see that, I could do that. But a lot of other people have already done catalogue walkthroughs. I can suggest to you, if the more simple ideas and people starting out are at the start, okay, at the start of the catalogue. So you've got your kits collection, which is obviously for very quick and easy crafting. There's a whole, and then there's the ephemera kits. Now the ephemera kits, where are those? Let me see if I can get them. Here they are. The ephemera kits have got like die cuts that you can just punch out and use. These ones here, the saying something ones, I've got these. They are fantastic for scrapbooking particularly. I mean, yes, you can use them on cards, but you've got all these lovely big sentiments that are great on the scrapbook page. So that is something definitely to have a think about if you're a scrapbooker. I'm thinking I will try and use these in my next scrapbooking class coming up in early June that I'm doing up in the Hunter. So, and there's also the Calming Creek cards and envelopes and the Sunny Spring cards and envelopes. So these are really nice if you just want to have matching cards and envelopes that you can just add a few dies. There's also a really nice little Simply Said easy stamped sentiment kind of bit here. That's super nice. But see how you can just add to these basic envelopes and cards, you could add die cuts and things like this. Is an ephemera pack that's got, you know, fish and flowers and ice creams and all sorts of things, and you can add those to these and they look super professional. They look really, really nice. So this is a really great. Oh, good. Did she show that? I didn't actually end up seeing the whole video, and so I missed that, Marilyn. I saw some because when she was starting the video, I was at LA Airport and I was able to pop in and say hello. So yeah, just so many good things. We can't go through it all in one session. The Creativity Your Way is like when we start to get a little bit more involved, I guess. We're getting a little bit more like we're getting more of a setup now. And oh, look, I have to laugh at this picture. Seriously, who crafts that tidy? If you craft and you're tidy like this lady, and you can actually create an amazing card without making a giant mess, my hat goes off to you, but we're probably never going to be really good friends because I am a messy crafter and I cannot do what she's doing. But how does everyone else feel about this? Not you? Exactly, right? So to me, this catalogue is all about getting inspired. Use it as a way of finding inspiration. I love this Mediterranean Bloom set. This is on my list. I don't have it yet. I have the paper, but I don't have the citrus blooms dies and stamps. And I love these little the gems. They're opal rounds. Super, super nice. So this is a really great set. Lots of yellows and oranges and blues and whites. And it really does remind me of maybe eating al fresco in, I don't know, maybe an Italian vineyard somewhere. Don't you think so? Not you either, Barbara? That's, no, she's not a real crafter, says Marilyn. Totally agree. Creative Chaos. I know, right? That's Creative Chaos. If I had thought of it, that would have been a really great business name. But I didn't. I didn't think of that. These are super nice. I think are these the ones that, no, that's not them. They're different again. The ones that Ellen showed on her video yesterday, I loved the look of those. This is nice. I haven't got this stuff yet. I got this paper given to me when I was in Mexico, and I've got that. Haven't unpacked it out of my suitcase yet, but I really love it. It's a super nice one. I don't have the Lily Pod. I do have Thoughtful Journey. I've ordered these now, but I have a couple of packs of this paper. So many good things, you guys. And the Layers of Beauty. I think you've seen me play with that a couple of times as well. Yes. Well, you're not the only one that has cats sitting on your projects, Donna. That's certainly a problem around our house. Exactly, Nicole. I will definitely be calling an ambulance if I ever look that tidy when I'm crafting. Yeah, it won't happen. I know we try, but you know. All right, you guys. Well, I'm actually going to call this. So I didn't call this Technique Tuesday today. I called it just swaps and stuff. It was more of a chat. So give me 1 second and I will switch back to me. Here we go. There we are. All right. And if I look tired, yes, I am. But that's okay. I'm tired, but I'm very happy. My bucket is full. I had a wonderful, wonderful time. And for those of you who don't know, we're currently working to get to the next incentive trip, which will be in Orlando at Disney World. and that is mid-May next year. I'm getting close, so I hope to have that. I hope to have that earned by next month. I hope. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who has placed orders while I've been away. Of course, you can order anytime. You don't need me to be away to order. You can order anytime you like. But today is the last day of my little special that I'm doing. So anyone who orders $60 worth of products with me by the end of business today, you will get a inspiration pack from me. Now, an inspiration pack is some handmade cards in the packet, usually 3 handmade cards, plus a little souvenir that I bought in Mexico for everyone. And I made sure I bought plenty. Super fun little thing that I think everyone's really going to love. So I know it should be good, Marilyn. I'm very excited. I have been once before to Disney World, way back in 10 years ago, actually, 2014. But I'm excited to go again. We're staying at is it the Grand Floridian Hotel or Resort or something like that? I haven't been there, so that'll be exciting. It's actually on the Disney property, I believe. So, all right. So if you are placing an order, do it today and you'll get an inspiration pack from me. That's just a little special from me. It's not a special that is endorsed by Stampin' Up or anything. It's just something that I'm offering. The reason I do these little specials when I'm away is because I want to remind people that you can order even if I'm not here, because the online store, the ordering system actually looks after everything for you. You just need a credit card, place the order. You can do it 24/7, and it's a really great way of getting what you need shipped straight to your door. So that's how that works. You are very, very welcome. Thank you so much, Jen. And I hope that everyone has enjoyed these pre-recorded videos while I've been away. But it's nice to be back live, don't you think? Isn't it great? All right, you guys. Well, I'll be back Friday night. I hope to be a little bit less jet-lagged by then. I hope that you all have a great week, the rest of your week, and stay happy, keep crafting, and I will see you on Friday night. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.